Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So I'm back with another tutorial. Today I'm going to be teaching y'all how to bleach knots on lace. So I'm going to show you everything you need. First, of course, is the closure you're going to need, or frontal, whatever lace that you're bleaching the knots on. Right here I have a 5x5 transparent lace closure. This is for my hairline. I have a client that sent in an old wig that she need her closure replaced on. So that's what this closure is for. So yeah, this is what it looks like on the front, and then this is the back. The 5x5 lace closure is a little bigger than the 4x4, which is the standard regular closure size. But yeah, 16-inch straight closure. So you need your lace first and foremost. Next, you need your developer. I'm using BW2. It really doesn't matter what kind of brand that you use. It's all about preference. I think BW2 is great for bleaching knots. So, and I also got some cream developer. This is 30 volume cream developer. I usually use 40 or 50, but 30 was all that they had, so I got 30. But I recommend using 40 or 50 if you are gonna be doing any type of color, really, unless you're just not in a rush for it to color. So yeah, 30 is pretty good though. 30 is pretty good. So yes, powder developer and cream developer. They go hand in hand, they work together. You have to use them, you have to mix them together to get what you're trying to get. Okay. You're gonna need gloves. Now, this is to protect your hand because these are strong chemicals that you're gonna be working with. And if they get on your skin, the mixture gets on your skin together, it's gonna like burn. More than likely it's either gonna burn or it's gonna leave like a white stain on your hands, or both. So you wanna be careful. And also, if you have if you would like to work in clothes that's not as cute, like some work clothes, that'd be smart too, because you don't have to worry about, if you do accidentally get something on your clothes, you don't have to worry about mixing your clothes up. So, but I'm a professional, so I'm gonna work in my little cute clothes today. It's just a quick little easy tutorial for y'all. So, gloves. You're also gonna need foil. Foil speeds up the process so that it can get to the brightest that it can quickly, if that makes sense. But then you're also gonna need a brush to brush it on with. I usually also use this to mix it together and get the clumps out. I think brushes are really good for that, but you can also use a whisk. I feel like a whisk is really good for mixing colors as well. So it's just totally up to you and your preference, but I'm teaching y'all how I do it the quick and easy way. So let's get into it. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention is the bowl. You obviously need a bowl to mix the mixture together, the powder and the cream developer. You need a bowl to mix it together. So here I am putting on the gloves, and I'm pouring in just a little bit because I don't have a lot to do. I don't have a lot to bleach. I'm only bleaching one lace, so I just put a little bit of powder in there, and I put even less, just a few drops, even less of the cream developer, because you don't want it to come out watery. You really want it to come out like a nice thick, maybe like a toothpaste type of consistency. Nothing too thick, but definitely nothing too watery, because if it's too watery, too liquidy, it will seep through the lace and get onto the hair, and now you have bigger issues. Now, I did weigh some, and it can get messy, as I mentioned before, so make sure you have on some clothes that you don't mind getting a little messed up. Moving on. So I had to add a little bit more developer there because it was just too clumpy, and like I said, you would rather it be too clumpy and dry and you can add more developer and just fix that problem, versus you having it too watery and now you have to add more powder and you're just using a whole lot more product. So less is always more. And now we can get into this consistency. This consistency is much better. You see how smooth it is. There's no lumps, no bumps. And yeah, it's like a nice thick toothpaste type of consistency that is perfect. The little slight discoloration you see, please ignore that. That is just leftover toner from the brush. But yes, so what you need to do when you get ready to spread it on is you want to start and cover the entire lace from the top to the bottom. Cover each corner, everywhere that there is knots to be bleached. You want to cover that with the mixture. And as you put it on there, you want to put a lot on the brush, and you don't want to press it down hard, because pressing it down hard onto the lace can also result in the mixture of the bleach pushing through and touching the roots of the hair, and now you will have to go back in and darken the roots again. So to avoid doing that, just lightly brush it on there, have a light hand, and have a lot on there so you won't have to just like press deeply into it, because we do not want to over bleach or over process the knots or the hair. After you do that, you want to flip it over and let it start, I call it baking. It's going to be like heating up. And so what better place to heat up other than foil to really capture that? So you want to flip it over and let that be on there. And what I'm doing now is just picking through the hair and getting all the hair that may be stuck to the lace, getting it up so it won't turn into a mess. I let it sit on for 20 minutes to an hour. It just depends on your preference. And when you're done, it should look like this. The lace is like a tan color, a brown color. You can tell it's been colored. It's no longer just all black. And you want to rinse that off. You want to rinse it off really good. Really, really good. Make sure you get it all off, because you don't want to be left with any residue after it dries, and you know it's going to just be product left in the hair. You don't want that. And so this is what the knots look like fresh off of being bleached. I don't know if you can tell or not, but they are not as see-through as they can be, as seamless as they can be. So we're going to go in with some purple shampoo, and we're just going to put a little dab right there on the back. And, you know, go ahead and tone those knots, because we don't want yellow or brassy knots. We want it to look the most like scalp that it can look. And that's another reason why it's super important not to over bleach the knots and have hair running onto the roots, because once you get the tone in it, you just don't want you just don't want those problems. So yeah, you want to mix the shampoo on there, lather it up really, really good, and then rinse it off. And that is also a good way to get the rest of the excess product out of the hair. Give it a nice shampoo. If you don't have purple shampoo, it's perfectly fine. But I do recommend doing it, because there's the difference. You see the difference? At first, it was a little more yellow. Now it looks a lot more seamless. And yeah, this is the results. I have not plucked it or anything. All I did was bleach the knots. We did that together. I showed y'all. These are the results. Nothing is over bleached or over processed. And this is how it looks while it's wet. And then it's ready. She's ready to go. And now we got it where it's dry. I let it air dry. I did not heat it. I don't really put heat on hair like that as far as like blow dryers go. So yeah, thank y'all for watching so much. Your results should look something like this. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.